How did starvation tactics change historic conflicts? Imagine a war where the goal isn't just to defeat soldiers but to make entire populations suffer and die from hunger. Throughout history, armies have used starvation as a weapon to weaken enemies. It started with simple sieges where armies cut off food supplies to cities or forts. For example, the Romans besieged Carthage in one of the earliest recorded uses of starvation tactics. Over time, these tactics became more planned and systematic. During World War II, the Nazi hunger plan aimed to starve millions of Soviet civilians deliberately. These tactics caused massive suffering and death, especially among civilians caught in the middle. Starvation tactics changed conflicts by making civilians the main targets. In many cases, armies aimed to break the spirit of entire populations, not just enemy soldiers. During the Anglo-Boer War, civilians were moved into camps to cut off supplies and weaken insurgents. This led to tens of thousands of civilian deaths. Such strategies increased civilian suffering and made wars more devastating for non-combatants. These tactics also triggered international reactions. The widespread use of starvation in wars led to the creation of laws to protect civilians. The Geneva Conventions and their additional protocols, especially those adopted in 1977, explicitly ban starvation as a method of warfare. These laws prohibit attacking food supplies, water sources, and agricultural areas when the goal is to starve civilians or enemy forces. In the past, international law did not clearly outlaw starvation tactics, but later treaties recognized that starving civilians is a war crime and a form of societal torture. The additional protocols marked a turning point by criminalizing such tactics. This shift shows how the world moved toward stronger protections for civilians during conflicts. Today, despite these laws, starvation tactics still appear in some conflicts. In places like Tigray in Ethiopia and Yemen, blockades and sieges restrict food and water, causing suffering. These ongoing issues highlight the challenge of enforcing international humanitarian law. They reminded us that protecting civilians from starvation remains a vital part of the rules of war. In summary, using starvation as a weapon changed conflicts by turning warfare into a tool that directly threatens civilian survival. It increased suffering and death, influenced military strategies, and led to the development of laws to prevent such cruelty. Modern international humanitarian law now clearly forbids starvation tactics, emphasizing the importance of safeguarding civilians and their essential resources during war.